Naeem Bahadur. Yeah, Naeem, please, you can ask the question. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum, here is Naeem Badr from Peshawar. Ma'am, actually, you mentioned that the DHA Karachi has acquired a land around that is probably near to the Manhattan. If the consequences is that the people of the malaria or the Karachi itself giving them the land, so is there any law or any need of the political requirement for that? So that they still need a political means a document or approval from if the people are giving them their own land by themselves.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting phenomena that when I was conducting my research, we got to know. I actually found out data that is mentioned in my thesis that majority that is living in Bahria town, Karachi, which was living in the area where Bahria town, Karachi is. It is near to the Kirthar range. These were the indigenous communities which actually did not have any documentation. For example, they have been living there since ages when there was even no such idea of documentation documentation was required. They have their graveyards there, they have their entire histories that are buried there. And these are these few groups like gabols, and many other different indigenous groups that have been living on those lands. So the state has, instead of regulating that land, giving those people who are already occupying those lands a legal framework or legal protection, they were instead, for example, were extorted based on that. Now there is also indigenous rights protection that is in the legal framework. For example, communities, if they have been living on one land for centuries, eventually this land is theirs. A state cannot take it away. And then some people who had the land, I think they were forced. For example, if somebody comes to you and say that we are going to kill you, we are going to disappear you, we are going to murder you, we are going to rape women of your family, what choice do you have? They had to give up on the land. And not only that they gave up on the land, they were paid pennies. And the same land, then when a Bahria town project a board is hanged there, that same particular chunk of land becomes of is now worth in millions of rupees. So the people who are selling that land can never afford a house in the same area where they used to live for years. So what we need here is that a land tenure system has to improve in Pakistan, and specifically the indigenous communities that are living in those areas, they have to be protected. There should be some poor, there are too many anti-poor policies. What we more need is a strong pro-poor policies to protect the poor, to protect the vulnerable, because these are the people who are in need of housing. These 3
Perfect.
million houses that have been created in Bahria town, they are the people who are in need of housing cannot afford a house there. So this is the idea.